Good morning, students. Today I discuss the next family, that is the cucurbitaceae. The characters of the cucurbitaceae is it is prostate herb bearing tendrils, leaves palmately lobed, surface sesspals, flowers pentamerous, unisexual, monoecious or less commonly dioecious. So these plants are prostately herbs having the tendrils. You have to see in the picture there is some spring-like structure, that is the tendrils, and leaves are palmately lobed. Then surface is split, that means some hair-like structures are present on the surface of the leaves. Then flowers are pentamerous, having the five petals, that's why they become the pentamerous, and unisexual, and monoecious or less commonly dioecious. In that plants, the stamens are five and usually less anthers, anther free or connate. Then ovary is inferior, that means above the ovary all floral parts are arranged. Then it is trilocular, contains 3 chambers, and parietal placentation, that means the ovary are attached to the ovarioles. Then fruit fleshy and pepo. You have to see in the next figure there is the fruit which is pepo types. Then vascular bundles collateral and in the 2 alternating rows. Bicollateral, that means the xylem is covered by the 2 phloems on both the sides, so these vascular bundles are become the bicollaterals. So these are some common or distinguishing characters about the family Cucurbitaceae. So next is the distribution of Cucurbitaceae. It is commonly called gourd family. So this Cucurbitaceae is also called as the gourd family. The family has 110 genera and about 850 species, out of which the 86 species are found in the India. And so this family is a big family in that about 110 इसके genera है और उसके species about 850 उसके species मिलते हैं. ओनली इंडिया में हमें 86 स्पेसीज ऑफ कुकुरबिटेसी फैमिलीज के दिखाई देते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो द पिक्चर ऑफ द वन ऑफ द मेंबर ऑफ द कुकुरबिटा. देन these systematic position of the cucurbitaceae. It belongs to the division Spermatophyta, that is seed bearing organ. Subdivision angiosperms, that is ovules enclosed in ovary. Then class Dicotyledone, that usually the taproot system, reticulate venations, and 2 cotyledons. And then about the subclass, that is polypetally. poly, that means the petals are free. Then series is the calyciflory. In that, calyx are the gamosepalous. That means the calyx are in the fused conditions. Then ovary inferior, these or sometimes superior. These that means the above the ovary, the calyx, corolla, and other floral flowers are arranged. The next is the cohort or the order is the passiflorales. It means these are most of the herbaceous tendril climbers. Flowers may be unisexual and parietal प्लासेंटेशन. प्लांट्स आपको आप फिगर में देख रहे होंगे. हर्बेसियस प्लांट रहता है, टेंड्रिल्स और क्लाइंबर्स प्लांट इस ग्रुप में रहते हैं. देन फ्लावर्स में भी यूनिसेक्सुअल भी इसमें फ्लावर्स हमें दिखाई देते हैं. दैट इज़ मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ द फ्लावर्स आर प्रेजेंट सेपरेटली. Then parietal placentation, that means the ovary are attached to the ovarioles. The family is the cucurbitaceae, genus is the coccinea, species is the indica. So next is the general characters of these cucurbitaceae. The habit of this is the climber with the tendrils. तो ये क्लाइंबर प्लांट्स है और उसके ऊपर टेंड्रिल्स प्रेजेंट रहते. टेंड्रिल्स फॉर अटैचमेंट ऑफ दी और सपोर्ट के लिए ये टेंड्रिल्स मॉडिफाइड होते हैं. देन लीव्स इज द सिंपल एंड लोब्ड विच इज अल्टरनेट पाम शेप्ड एंड मल्टी कोस्टेड. आपको जो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड है उसमें आप फिगर दे सकते हैं. उसमें फ्लावर्स और लीव्स यहाँ पे हमें दिख रहे हैं जो सिंपल है और लोब्ड और अल्टरनेट लीव्स यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट रहते हैं. देन इन्फ्लोरेसेंस इज द सॉलिटरी और इन रेसिमोस. सॉलिटरी दैट मीन्स दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द ओनली वंस. जो एक एक प्लांट के ऊपर यदि एक एक फ्लावर प्रेजेंट रहता है तो उसे हम सॉलिटरी बोलते हैं. And racemose means these old flowers are present on the basal side and the young flowers are present on the apex sides. Then regarding the flowers are unisexual, monoecious or dioecious, and they are epigynous. Unisexual, that means male and female flower both are separately. Then they may be monoecious or dioecious, that means they are present on the one plant or on the another plant. And the epigynous, that means the inferior ovary, that is the above the ovary all floral flowers are arranged. Then next character is the scalex, which is also known as sepals. They are in 5 numbers and are united. Similarly, corolla, which is also known as petals, they are in 5 numbers and they are also in united condition. That means gamopetalous and gamosepalous conditions are observed in these flowers. Next slide is in regarding the flowers. So male flower, first you have to see in the male flowers. In the male flowers there is the androecium, 5 but 2 pairs of filaments unites to form two bundles and one is the free. So in the male flowers, and the gynoecium is the absent and the filaments are united and they are grouped as 2 pairs and one anther is the free. Then in case of female flowers, the androecium is absent and gynoecium having the 3 carpels and they are syncarpous and ovary are inferior. So फीमेल फ्लावर्स में गाइनोशियम 3 गाइनोशियम्स रहते हैं और वो सिनकार्पस दैट मीन्स द जॉइंट और यूनाइट रहते हैं और जो ओवरी है ओवरी आर द इंफीरियर दैट इज फ्लोरल parts are present below the ovary. Then the fruit type is the berry or which is also known as the pepo type of fruits. Then seeds are non-endospermic. In that most of the dicot plants the seeds are the non-endospermic और जो monocot plants रहते हैं in monocot the seeds are endospermics. The next characters that is the floral formula. In male flower and female flower you have to write the different floral formula or they write separately because the male and female flowers are present separately. So first of all the floral formula of male flowers, in that there is the BR that is the bracteate, then plus sign that is the all floral parts are present. Then in male flower you have to sign the male. Then the calyx number is the 5 calyx are present and they become in the fused. That's why you have to bracket these. Then the C is the corolla which is also in 5 number and in fused condition. That's why you have to write bracket to these 5 numbers. Then androecium, this androecium also in the 3 numbers and they also in united. So this androecium also gives the brackets and the gynoecium is absent in the male flowers. That's why you have to write 0 on this gynoecium. In case of the female flowers, similar first thing that is BR, then plus signs, then you have to sign the females, then calyx, they are united and in 5 numbers, so gives the bracket to 5. Then corolla which is 5 number and united or fused, so it gives bracket. Then in case of female the androecium is absent, so gives the 0 number in bracket. And the gynoecium, in that there is the 3 number which is united or syncarpous and the inferior ovary. That's why there is the gives underline on the above the gynoecium. So there is the inferior ovary. यदि superior ovary रहती है तो हम नीचे below underline करते हैं, inferior है तो ऊपर underline करनी होती है. And in this sides figure you have to see the fruits of this that is berry or pepo like fruits of coccinia indica. In next figure, there is the floral presentation of this coccinea. So in male flowering twigs, you have to find out there is the leaf and tendrils with the male flowers, and in female flowers or female flowering twigs, there is the ovary. On this ovary, there is the sepals and petals are arranged, and this ovary becomes the fruit after the fertilization. Then in the LS of flower of the male twig, you have to see that there is the small sepals and anthers are present, and in the LS of female flowers, there are the small pedicels. On that pedicels, ovules or ovary are arranged. In below ovary, there is the sepals, then some staminoids are present. On that, there is the style stigma, and surrounding the petals are present. So the floral diagram of the male and female flowers will be separated. In the female flower, there is the valvate estivations in petals and sepals are seen, and in that there is the anther lobe. Two anther lobes are present which are united. In coccinea, female flowers, there is also the valvate estivations, and in the ovary, there is the three chambers or trilocular ovary is present. In that, the parietal presentation is observed. So these ovary are attached to these ovary walls. So next is the economic importance of these cucurbitaceae. The various vegetable plants are come under these cucurbitaceae. For example, the Memordica carentia, that is the Karela, so it is bitter gourd, and root and fruits used in the rheumatisms. जो संधिवात रहता है उसमें करेला का बहुत सारा यूज़ किया जाता है. So you have to see in these figures or picture the lobed structure, and they are climber, and there are some tendrils which are supporting these plants. So this is one of the example of cucurbitaceae which is economically important. So this is all about the cucurbitaceae family. So lastly, I conclude this family. So first, I have to discuss about the characters of cucurbitaceae. In that, some identifying characters about the family cucurbitaceae. In that, it is prostrate plant bearing tendrils, then palmately lobed leaves, surface with the hispid pentamerous flowers, and some unisexuals. Then the stamens in 5 or 3, then ovary is inferior, parietal presentation, fruit fleshy with the pepo, and vascular bundles are collateral. These are the identifying characters. Then cucurbitaceae families having contains the 110 genera and 815 species, out of which in India found about 86 species. Then there is the systematic position. So it belongs to class Dicotyledone, subclass Polypetalae, series Calciflori, cohorts Passiflorales, and family Cucurbitaceae. Genus is the Coccinea indica. Then some general characters of these flowers. So it is climber with the tendrils, then leaves simple, lobed, alternate. Inflorescence is solitary in racemose. Flowers are unisexual, monoecious and epigynous. Calyx and corolla are five and united. Then in male flower, two pairs of filaments are united and two bundles are formed, and gynoecium is absent. In female flower, androecium absent and gynoecium is three carpels, syncarpus, ovary inferior. The fruit type is the berry or pepo type fruit, pepo. Then seeds are non-endospermic. So these are some floral formulas, some pictures you have to clear that about the cucurbitaceae family, and there is the economic importance of some species of this cucurbitaceae. So I hope all of you are got about this family cucurbitaceae. Now I stop here.